Home of the Brave, Part 5. Magic Milk. I carry the broken pieces in my basket and follow Hannah to her apartment. She has a key like mine around her neck on a string. Hannah's place of living is not like my aunt's. It smells of many things, some not so good. Everywhere are clothes and shoes, papers and dirty dishes. Sorry, it's a dump, I know, Hannah sighs. My last foster parents were total neat freaks. Do you have brothers or sisters, I ask? 3 older, 1 boy, 2 girls, all foster. My brother's working at Burger King right now. Don't know what my sisters are up to. My real brother lives with another family in St. Paul. Hannah begins opening drawers in the cooking fire room. I know we've got some glue somewhere, she says. Forgive me, I say, but I don't know what is a foster. Foster family. You stay with them when your real family is messed up. My mom's in rehab and my dad's, well, he hasn't been around since I was a baby. She pauses. Sorry, I forget it's hard to understand me sometimes. Rehab is where you go if you do too much alcohol or drugs. I have seen men in our village drink until they fall down and laugh too loudly, I offer. Hannah nods. Yeah, like that. Your mother will be well soon? I doubt it, she says. She looks at me. Her eyes are wet, just a little. You can't be sure what will happen, I say. Life changes, so you must hope. I want so much to believe my words. Hannah doesn't answer. She opens the tall, cold box. Want some chocolate milk? I know about chocolate. At the camp, a helping doctor gave me a small piece to try. This is what laughing tastes like, I told her. I would like the milk very much, I say to Hannah. I watch while she pours wondrous brown milk from a tall, thin box. In the camp, people told me America was a great country, I say, but I never dreamed you could have cows that give such milk. Hannah groans. The world's oldest joke, she says. But I don't understand her meaning. Where do you find this milk, I ask. Grocery store. I'll take you sometime. I take the bus there a lot. The yellow school bus? Nope, she shakes her head. City bus. I sigh. I'll never know all the things there are to know. Hannah tilts her head to one side. Don't worry, it'll get easier. I'll help you. How come you are so helping to me, I ask. Hannah thinks for a minute. I don't know. Guess I've moved around a lot myself. Not like you, but I kind of know what it's like to not know things. She clinks her glass against mine. Here's to crazy glue. I don't understand those words either, but I don't care. My mouth is too busy rejoicing. Wet feet. Even the wonder of crazy glue can't turn my aunt's dishes into their old selves. The next morning I tell my aunt of my great mistakes. She makes her lips into a thin line and closes her eyes, but she doesn't say a word. I would like it better if she could find her mad voice. Back in Africa, she and my uncle would argue so fiercely that their hut trembled. The cattle are stampeding again, the villagers would joke. But now I think maybe she is too tired to yell. When Dave comes to visit in the afternoon, I tell him about the broken dishes. He just laughs. That's nothing, he says. I once had a client who tried to wash his clothes in the toilet. That doesn't sound like such a wrong idea to me, but I decide to hide my thinking. Instead I say, I must get a job, Dave, like my aunt, so that I can buy her new dishes. Hold on, he says. We'll see about that soon enough. You just got here, Keck. You need some time to get your feet wet. I check my shoes. It's true, though. True enough that they are dry. That's called an idiom, Dave explains. You're going to run into a lot of those. It means get some experience. Dave turns to Ganwar, who's sprawled on the couch like a dozing dog. Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you about a job, buddy. There are some openings at a couple fast food places on the bus line. Ganwar groans. He doesn't bother to open his eyes. I didn't come to this country to sweep the floors, he mutters. You gotta start somewhere, Dave says. And your mom needs some help with the bills. You're the man of the family now. A man doesn't wear a paper hat and give out ketchup packets, Ganwar replies. Ketchup is a fine food, isn't it, I offer, but Ganwar ignores me. Don't be intimidated, Ganwar, Dave says. They'll teach you the skills you need. I have many skills, Ganwar says, even with one hand. His words spark like lightning. Ganwar is a great herdsman, I say. He is one of the best in our village. We'll talk about this later, Ganwar, Dave says. I follow Dave to the door. I want to ask him something, but I'm afraid he will say no. I take a big breath. Do you remember the cow we saw that day? I ask. I would like to go back and visit her again. Gee, I can't today, Keck, Dave says, but maybe next week. He did not say no, I realize, so I try again, just like I would have with my own father. Sometimes if you ask enough, fathers turn maybe into yes, but only sometimes. Maybe I could take the bus? My new friend Hannah takes the bus to many places, I say. She could come with me. Dave thinks for a minute. He takes a little piece of paper and a pen out of his coat pocket and writes some words. This is where the farm is, but don't try going without a friend to help you, okay? Okay, I say, and I put the paper in the pocket of my jeans. Give her a pat for me, buddy, Dave says as he opens the door. I think he is just being kind, since I am certain he is not a great lover of cows. I wave goodbye and smile to myself with the secret comfort of a big idea. Bus. On the day with the name of Saturday, Hannah and I wait by the road for the bus to come. It's even bigger than the school bus, with the sour breath and slow growl of a starving animal. The door squeals open. I follow Hannah up the stairs. She pours quarters into my glove. Here, she says, do like I do. Her money clatters into the box by the driver. But, I shake my head, the school bus is free. This one you pay for, she says. Come on, hurry up. The driver makes a face that says, stupid new to this country, boy. But Hannah, I say, I can't take more money from you. Hannah tips my glove over the box, and the quarters slip in with a happy jangle. She grabs my arm as the bus rushes forward. We pile into a seat near the back. See, my mom sends me money sometimes, Hannah says. Her nose and cheeks are red as sunset sky. Just, out of the blue. No explanations, no letter. It just shows up. I used to write her and say thanks, but now I don't bother. She never writes back. Anyway, my foster mother always hands the money over to me. I give her some, and then the rest I put in a box under my bed. But it's yours to spend, I say, not mine. Hey, you get a job, you can pay me back. Meantime, keep your eyes open. I blink, but look out the window for this farm. I'm not sure if Dave's got the right stop or not. I never noticed a farm out this way. It's a very small farm, I admit. After much snow and many buildings, I see at last the little farm. The bus pulls over and we step into a pile of snow as high as our knees. There she is, I say. The cow is standing near a shed. She looks bored and cold. I thought she was a girl, Hannah said. She has horns. Girl cattle can have horns, I explain. Really? Hannah asks. Way to go, girl cow. So now what? When I take a deep breath of icy air, it's like swallowing an arrow. Now, I say, I get my job. Lou. It's a hard walk to the house where the owner of the cow lives. Much snow makes a home in my boots. When we get to the door, Hannah shows me a button that makes music happen, and soon the door opens. The old woman standing there doesn't seem surprised to see us. Well, hello, she says. May I help you, kids? I am Keck, I say, from Africa, and this is Hannah. From Minneapolis, Hannah adds. I'm Louise, the woman says, from the wrong side of the tracks. Call me Lou. Weren't you here the other day talking to my cow? I nod. I just wanted to say hello to her. Lou thinks about this for a moment. It's bitter out there. Come on in. We step into safe, warm air and sweet cooking smells. So are you two selling something? Lou asks. Raising money for school? I'm here about your cow, I say. I see. Lou nods slowly. I think she is not so happy, I say. I try to say it gently so that my words will not sting like an insect. Lou puts her hands on her hips. She's wearing jeans like mine and a big shirt. Her hair is short and silver like a fresh moon. She has many wrinkles to show her great knowledge of the world. You two better sit. This may take some time. Lou points to the kitchen table. I was unaware that my cow's depressed, although I'm not entirely surprised. She's seen better days. Lou pushes a plate of cookies in front of us. Chocolate pieces tease like jewel in sand. Please, she says, have some. I don't want to be impolite, so I take 5. He's big on chocolate, Hannah explains. Lou laughs. Now tell me, Keck, how you came by your knowledge of cows. Cows and cookies. Of course, I want to answer, but I know it's important to eat all the cookies first so that Lou won't be offended. Hannah helps. See, Keck just got here from Africa. He's staying with his aunt and cousin, and he accidentally put her dishes in the washing machine, and now he needs some money to buy new ones. And since in Africa his family had lots of cattle, he thought maybe you could use some help. She pauses to take a bite of cookie, and now she can't talk either. Lou says. She goes to the cold tall box to get some milk. I'm a little sad to see that the milk is not the chocolate cow kind. She pours the milk into glasses and watches while we drink. My husband's family came here from Norway, Lou says, and my great-great-grandfather came to the United States on a boat from Ireland. She pours herself a glass of milk. But Africa, wow. How are you handling winter? The cold hurts, I answer, but the snowballs are good. Lou smiles. So tell me why you think my cow is unhappy. It isn't because you don't care well for her, I say quickly. Not as well as I should, Lou says. My husband died last year, and with my achy old bones, I'm having a hard time keeping up. She picks up a cookie, but doesn't eat it. I may have to sell the place soon. I had an offer, a good offer, and I have a lot of hospital bills to pay off. I don't know. We'll see. We're all quiet for a moment. So, Lou says at last, what is it you think my old cow is in need of? She needs to be brushed and fed the finest hay, and without other cattle she's lonely, I answer. She needs someone to talk to her. In my old hometown they would laugh at me, but when I talked to the cattle, they would grow calm and easy to herd. I wait. Maybe my words are broken like my aunt's dishes, chips and shards that will not make a hole. Maybe this Lou will think I'm a moron boy. Have another cookie, Keck, says Lou.